If you think someone is watching what you do and where you go, your paranoia may be completely justified. Tech expert Shama Hyder says your phone is leaving like a trail of electronic breadcrumbs everywhere you go, right?
That's a great way to look at it, absolutely. I mean, the amount of data they have on you, Tim, is staggering.
Yeah, it's none of it very interesting, but staggering nonetheless.
Interesting to businesses who want to target you as a potential customer.
We're talking about geolocation, which means they know where you are. And from this geographic location, they, whoever they are, who's buying the information knows, oh, Tim goes to McDonald's and Chevron.
Correct. So geolocation is the art of finding your location based on technology. So my smartphone, just what you said, breadcrumbs, perfect analogy. That's how people know I'm in the studio. That's how they know where, when I'm at work. That's how they know when I've gone to the gym, when I go to McDonald's, and so forth.
Right. And the question is, do we care that they know? And who is they?
Who is they? Who is they? They is businesses. They is anybody who wants to do a better job at getting to know you so they can better serve you, right? So the next time that you go to the gym, they know that you leave the gym and you go directly across the street to the donuts shop.
Yes, they do.
Well, then they know how to.
I do one of those two things, yes.
They know how to make the correct partnerships. Yeah. They know just how to entice you. Yeah. So there's all sorts of apps popping up for this.
What can I do? I can protect myself from this by hitting a little off switch that's buried somewhere in my phone.
So it's a little more complicated than that because every app is a little different. So obviously from your phone, you can go into settings and turn off location, but generally you will turn your GPS on, you will turn your Wi-Fi on when you need to access the World Wide Web and get information. And that naturally means that you are sharing certain information, and apps can use that. So certain apps will ask you, do you want to opt out? Other apps, not so much. So it's a good thing just to consider. A default on hand is that your location is always being shared.
Okay, and just always know that. And you can go in a little slide switch there.
On your phone, yes, but every app's a little bit different. So if you're unsure about a certain app, go check that app's particular settings.
Okay, and let's take a look at some of the kinds of information they want about us. All kinds of things. Well, okay, so this is a little graphic showing maybe going around the store. They might be looking for what kind of information?
There's all sorts of information. So the first type of information is things you think about, or demographics. How old are you? Where do you live? What's your zip code? What places you visit? Your behaviors, but also transactional history, what you've purchased.
And merchants and vendors of this electronic information will put it all together, create a profile of Shama Hyder knowing how old you are, where you live, where you shop, what you buy.
Yeah, they know I like those shoes. They know I like those gadgets.
What's the harm in that?
There's not necessarily a specific harm. Of course, we see things like hacking, but those are just kind of perils of living in the technology society that we do. Really kind of the trade-off is, do you want to be sharing that information? Right. And so it goes into privacy rights. How much information, do they have access to, and how much have you willingly or unwillingly given them access to?
Say I go walking into a Walmart, or I don't know who does, Macy's, you cited as an example.
Yes.
Okay, Macy's in New York goes in, and they know I've gone to the men's necktie counter.
Right, so Macy's actually uses an app which you would download, right? And so when you walk in, they have sensors all around the store. Right. And so it'll say, for example, let's say that I put up a pair of shoes I really liked on Pinterest. It'll ping me and say, by the way, those shoes you like, they're on sale.
And it's going to tie all of the social networks together.
Exactly, so all of that really comes together pretty seamlessly now.
Okay, unless you turn it off.
You could always turn it off, but then you wouldn't get the discounts.
Oh, well. Find more information and a link to Shama's website on ours, myfoxdfw.com. Thank you.
Always a pleasure.